Request everyone to settle down. Still there are people missing. Has everyone come back? Can I request all the TADA forms to be kept inside? It was supposed to be filled in the guest house. Everyone is only filling now. Today after 5, only after submission you will leave this place. After 5 the session is over. Those who are filled submit and go immediately, but those who are not filled, you will complete, submit and then leave the place. Okay? So we will continue with our discussion. We were discussing about the rotation model. So these are some of the digital pedagogy that models, pedagogical models that can be implemented when we are using technology, right? And a flipped classroom, as we discussed, something is very clearly given as a work at a different place. Like sir was telling, student take the role of a teacher, teacher taking the role of the student. It's not about taking roles, it is about like how the learning is happening or teaching is happening, the shift between teaching and learning to happen. So we can tell, like for example, the same activity, this particular activity, we give them to do this experiment at home, come to the classroom, and then we explain this. Okay, we tried this with one set of students. Like every time when we give the homework, what type of homework we give to students is sometimes it's not very engaging for the student. So what is expected is we give them such kind of activities. So it's not always simulation. So one of the maths teacher who wants to teach trigonometry gave the activity of previous day to play Angry Bird game. We have all come across the game Angry Bird. It was very popular once upon a time. So the teacher told all the students to play the Angry Bird game and then come back. Just play. Nothing to study. Like at least here it is very clear it's something chemistry. It is related to pH value. But when they play Angry Bird game, will children know what they are learning? No. So just they said like tomorrow homework is playing Angry Bird game and you have to come with your score. That's all was told. So they just came up with the score. Ma'am, can I request you, if it is urgent, you can pick up the call outside, please. So they just played at the home, just came with the score. Next day, teacher opened the Angry Bird game in his mobile, opened it, like projected it on the screen. Now we said like let's all start playing. Who got more score? So now I will also play. So he also played the game in the classroom. Everyone has already played in the classroom and is bringing that experience of playing Angry Bird to the classroom, and he started saying when you can hit the bird correctly, when the angle is right. How do you decide that angle? It is the trigonometric ratio that has to be in your mind. So that's how the teacher taught trigonometry in the classroom using the game. Another example of science teacher is there is one game which is related to baking. Become a baker. Okay. So this is for children of primary classes. So what the teacher said is like for next 1 week, it's not a single day. This particular Angry Bird game is previous day you're giving and calling them. This teacher gave them like next 1 week. Like he assigned weekend. Weekend is more, children doesn't know what to do. That's more time they get like what at a home where they want parents' attention, which is not possible nowadays. People are not able to spend time. So this teacher gave this as one weekend work to start with. So, but the thing is, primary students cannot be directly told, right? Now go uninstall a game. So there was a message to teach parents saying that there is an activity as part of this game to be installed, and this is the instruction for parent support. when the student plays. So it is basically, it will be like this. There are levels of baking. So it will have first, now it will show just a cake, like strawberry cake it will show. There will be so many cakes. The child has to identify the strawberry cake. Maybe the shape is different, maybe the design is different, but the matching is color. If it is a strawberry cake, this is the color it would be. So with among the given cake, so they are only identifying. This is which class we teach them? Class 1. Matching colors. Then he will say like match the same size cake. The first level is like matching. Like up, like second is estimation. First they started with colors and everything, then the size, then the level moves to estimation. Identify the cake which could be of 500 gram, which could be of 1 kg, which could be of 2 kg. So looking at the size, there will be 2 3 cakes. You say like these are all can be 500. These are all can be 1 kg. These are all can be 2 kg. This is in mathematics. Estimation is there. So that comes into practice. So the teacher didn't say like it's only a weekend activity. Bagless day activity. We can do this as a bagless day activity in the schools also to make them into play. And these games have group playing strategies as well. So then the third level it moves to say that now make your cake. When they start making your cake, then they have to say like make a strawberry cake. So ingredients to be selected to make a cake. So there is a video to say that when you want to make a cake, what are they? So they learn EVS there. Then divide the cake among different proportion. Again mathematics. So it is a complete integrated approach. It's not one subject. So this is one activity which is given in the weekend activity to play this. Every child may not reach to all the levels in the weekend, one weekend. Phones cannot be given for more time. So this is done as weekend activity for 2 3 days before the particular content is to be taught by the teachers. One game, but from this, every subject teacher stays their content. EVS teacher will talk about EVS content which they learn. It's a single game. It was done in the school, sorry, in the home. From there, the learning is continuing to school. So this is a kind of flip learning the teacher does. In this also we have tried out giving like this as a activity for to be done. Instead of teacher doing the simulation, not at all introducing, tell the students to do with all items. Now students will make a table and come. What happened to pH when water was mixed with one item? For few items it would have, this is a class 11 activity. This activity is for class 11 and 12. So 11 and 12 chemistry, when they learn, when they talk about the hydrogen molecules getting reacting with each other, that's where this content comes. But it looks like a very simple activity, right? Class 7 or 8. But this is to find out. Most of the time the activities like this, we give them what happens to pH value when water is added. So when the first we do with blood, people will see like when you add water, the pH is reducing. So they come to a inference that whenever it is diluted, pH value reduces. So now we say like next, take chicken soup. Take chicken soup. We give the order also. Now try with chicken soup. What is the pH value? What happens when you add water? It increases. Now the question's mind will think, okay, first time it decreased, now it is increasing. So what happens with the other items? Now make a table and come to classroom. Their teacher takes this and discusses in the classroom. They categorize items. Okay, these are all increasing, these are all decreasing. So what is common in all this? Where there is an increase. What is common in all this? There is a decrease. What is contributing? Something is there in all the item which is contributing to increase. So then they find that what is the connection between the hydrogen molecules between both. Then they come to teach the actual chemical reaction that happens. So this is how the whole class goes. Until and otherwise, if the class doesn't go, we simply just do. This could have been done teacher directly doing and asking question. But will that be child centric? I can do the same thing, right? What I am showing now, I could do one by one in the classroom. Tell everyone, okay, now decreasing, increasing, finish the explanation in the class itself. That's possible. That is also technology integration. But here it becomes teacher centered. I am teaching. But when I use the flipped classroom of telling them to explore, come with some learning, there will be a curiosity. Why it was not increasing? Why it is decreasing? That curiosity is something that's a factor of flipped classroom. Whenever you have content through which you can give some activity at home and like increase their curiosity to come to the classroom to attend to your class to understand that is where the student comes. Many times very simple activities are there for science. Lot of activities can be done for all the subjects in science. Like every time we say, like when you have digestion problem, burning, take antacid. Why antacid? Does our children understand and take this? They learn pH in class 6 onwards. Even at class level, we don't tell at home. So tell them like, okay, you are taking antacid. No, why was that? So you are starting with heuristic method, right? To find out why it is. And tell now go and see Gelusil, all the antacid tablet medicine, what all the components are there. So they will see all the components there in that. They'll find out one common component is magnesium. In all of the things, magnesium dioxide or magnesium, I'm not sure. That starts with magnesium. Magnesium. It is there in all the things. So when magnesium is all the things, what is the relevance of magnesium? Class 11, we have the experiment of burning a magnesium ribbon, finding its pH. Do we have mixing with water? So there is an experiment. Usually teacher teaches directly the experiment. Rather tell them to do this at home. Come and say, okay, magnesium is there. So why magnesium is there in all this medicine? So now do that experiment in the classroom of magnesium burning ribbon. So when magnesium is there, it neutralizes. That is where acidity is there. You take that antacid, it neutralizes the pH value. It neutralizes the acidity. That is why we get relief from that. Will child forget this anytime? We cannot forget. So it's not always science, social sciences, like topics like sociology, psychology. We talk about stress management. We talk about subjects which have multiple perspectives. But most of the time, teacher teaches the content, right? So we can give project based. It's like project based is one method that has to be included with flipped. Use a project based method as a strategy, but go for the flipped learning model. Why you can do it? You tell them to interview some people. Are we not doing all this? But without knowing this is what is that. Have you not done this? Telling 10 people you interview, collect the details, infer from this, write your output. Have you not given such activity? That is nothing but flipped learning only. All these days we were applying it without knowing the name. So we need to, as SCRT and diet faculty, if we can prepare exemplars like this. Take from all subject one exemplar. This is now the dead need for teachers, which is not available. And I can challenge and tell you, companies do not prepare, vendors do not prepare. Until and otherwise you ask them. State if they release that we want this material, any company would like to come and apply for tender, prepare, then they will prepare. As such, if they don't, as such, if they prepare this, nobody is there to buy this. Will you buy it as a state? If a state comes, if any company comes and tells to you, I have prepared an exemplar on this, do we buy it? Think from the administrative point. Exemplar, why will I buy? Exemplar is my product. So, but are we creating it? This is a gap area now. We are talking digital pedagogy for implementation. There are several departments who are coming up. Experiential learning XYZ. All Aravindo Ashram has prepared experiential learning resources because they believe in experiential learning as their philosophy. So there are many NGOs who believes experiential learning as philosophy. So they are practicing this for decades. So they are able to give content on experiential learning. On digital pedagogy, there are very few people who are really using. E-learning are mostly companies, not organizations who practice. E-learning are companies who will only make product when there is a demand. E-learning companies will only look at a commercial point of view. There is no NGO working on preparing this. NGOs are interested in preparing basic digital literacy. Like the way Sukanta Mishra did a study in Delhi, putting a TV like a wall in a wall, putting a TV on hole on the wall project, which was just put on a slum area on a wall, just keep a TV, computer, and just leave it without teaching anything, where the children are able to navigate through the computer. It's the first study in the country, hole on the wall. It's a very interesting project. That is how NGOs are looking at building digital research. At this level, no NGOs is working right now. We have not got a CIT every week. There are 10 people who comes with their products. We are having every day meeting with the people, public, like companies who's coming with product related to digital pedagogy. All speak the word digital pedagogy, but there is no content ready. So can we all come together to prepare on this? That's one of the area we need to. So I'm not getting to explain all this, but I would suggest all of you to, if you are interested, you can read a book and learn. Just download this PDF. We will be putting in the group this also. Blended learning from Commonwealth of Learning. That's a one PDF. You can learn about all this in detail with good examples. Or if you're not a person who's good at reading and learning, you want quick learning through videos, go to YouTube and search Blended Learning, Commonwealth of Learning. Actually, they have an online course which is a certified course for 4-week course. It is released sometime, they announce it and open it. Whenever it is open, you can join the course. Or if you are not getting time to join, all the videos of the courses are available in YouTube. On a quick way, you just listen to the YouTube videos, try to understand all this. But I just give reference of Commonwealth of Learning because it is done in a holistic manner. If you go to YouTube and check one by one, every single organization would have spoken the same thing in different manner. You will not get that complete theoretical framework. Okay, so that's where it is suggested. So are we clear with this? Any questions till now? Project-based learning, I don't need to explain, right?
I do not understand PISA analysis.
Which one, sir?
PISA analysis. PISA analysis. PISA analysis.
First slide. This one. PISA analysis. PISA is one of the study it is done in India. Like no, it is like a progression study. That's done by a private agency. It is a research study. PISA is a research study. So they do this research to find out where do we stand in education. So PISA study talks about what, like every time now we keep hearing Prime Minister Mr. Modi talking about like children of class 3 is not able to even have a basic reading, right? That is given by ACER. ACER is one of the private research. Similarly, PISA is one of the private research which usually analyzes the core areas which is on the highlight. This is all the reports which we are supposed to read. PISA, ACER and all that. So I was telling, right, like NCRT will give some old books. So we have this ACER previous 8th educational survey documents are available for you to just refer. Yeah, like the recent one is not there, it's an old one. But you can just take one book from, for that they are giving anyway for you for free. They will do on one area, on occasional area. What is the 8th educational survey talking about? How the Indian status is. You will get to know the status of the country. So PISA is one of the research report that talks about the status study on various areas. So if you are a person working on science education, you should look when they are releasing the data for science education. Like I said, they focus more on students' achievement. AZ talks about more of student achievement, but PISA like actually it scores the country also. PISA they give a rating to the country. Where do we stay? And when they conduct exams, they say like no, like we are at this level in the whole world, kind of. So it's an international report that you can check it. Project based, we all are aware of normal project based. We are all aware. So how we can bring technology enabled projects based learning? Do we have tools for it? Is there a way where students can build? So it is all about tools have to be picked up by the teachers to plan together. What is the steps in project based? How do we usually conduct project based learning? Generally, Identify a problem. Do we identify a problem? Project. We give a topic to a person. It can be a problem to solve. Sometimes it's a topic to explore. It can be any of the type. We give a topic or a problem to them. Tell them, make them into groups. Individual also there. Group projects are also there. We give them and tell them to follow the steps of project-based learning. In project-based learning, what is the first thing they have to do? They will plan who will do what work, whether if it is a group activity, what is the roles each one has to play, whether we will go for searching information, collating information, organizing the information, then putting it towards giving the response to the solution problem or responding to the thing. This is how we go by step. But all this together, is it there in one tool? Is there a tool that in one tool I can put all these things into it? May not be sometimes, right? Yesterday you all did introduction to learning management system, just introduction of yourself. You were introducing, right? All of you were introducing yourself. When you introduced yourself, did you use only the learning management system? The moment we told photo, you need a camera, you need a software. You all went out of the learning management system and yeah. So you are picking up all the other tools also. Similarly, when we are going to give a project-based learning, we need to plan how the tools has to be integrated. Like we need to introduce the tools beforehand. Okay, so I'm not going to conduct this activity now, but I can. So one of the whenever we teach students, like no, in project based, like you collate your ideas, put together your ideas. We have to introduce tools like Kahoot, Padlet, or this Mentimeter. So I'm just going to show you like earlier ones, what I have conducted. So how it looks like, the output looks like. So we want here, you can see in this particular thing, we wanted to discuss about the use of ICT in teaching learning. So you can see here how many people, how many participants have responded? 199. 199 people thought to be put together. Is it possible physically to collect all the details? So this is a tool introduced when you want to collate your thoughts together at one point. Now I have very clearly 199 people's response at one place, which has taken only 2 to 3 minutes for me to collect. And in this, I could understand which are the common things which everyone highlighted. Can we see here, which is all in the larger font? Frequency is more than the text comes larger. So as a person, so somewhere when we do group activity, we need to share our thoughts. Among the thoughts, which ones to take care, take it forward. So we need to introduce these tools. So now when we break the project activity, we need to tell them that we need a proof of this. So that's where the technology integration comes in. Not saying use any technology. So we have to prepare exemplars like this. When you are going to use digital pedagogy and you are going to use project-based learning, then the project have to use the digital tools in an appropriate manner. So when you are discussing, use one of the tool like this to get, here it is all about words. Maybe if I have words, my responses are in words, I can use this to put everything as a word cloud. But in case, if you are trying to find out what is the procedure we can follow, we want to discuss. As a procedure to follow. Can we put it in this word cloud? Not possible. Step by step. I am saying like 5 steps. She is telling another 5 steps. She is telling, no, my idea is this 5 steps. If you want to get all these thoughts in one sheet, is Mentimeter word cloud correct? No. In Mentimeter itself, there is another format which we can use where we can ask them to give the complete steps, which will all be like a blocks in the screen. So depending on what activity we are proposing, we need to introduce the tools also. So what tool is useful for which purpose is very important to implement digital pedagogy. So now for writing a report, how will you write a report? 5 people are there. Like yesterday newsletter has been prepared. Who prepared the newsletter? What was the contribution of all others?
Providing contents.
Providing content. But can it be done collaboratively? Yesterday, lack of time. They are not known to each other.
Suddenly,
Current scenario was like that because they first day got introduced, hello, hello. I don't know what others can do, and they were not having system. 5 o'clock first day, I have to take little rest. I have been told to take printout also. All this scenario has stopped. But if you want all the 5 people to contribute in your newsletter, which is the tool that can be used, you need to find out a tool where you can create the newsletter, so everyone can collaborate. Now that's where 4 pages we give. So now group 2 should not do the same way, one person sitting and doing only content data. It's not the right way to do. So now because second day, now group 2 is all knowing each other. So now all of us have to do, create one Canva file, share it with everyone as a collaborator, distribute. First page I will do, second page you do, third page you do. This is how the report writing should happen. When it is project based in a physical manner, most of the time report is written by one student or by even one teacher. Textbook development. Are we doing text? Are we doing the textbook chapter development? You write individually, he writes individually, all of you submit. To collate, the coordinators will become mad. Any development work are we doing through collaborate tools? Even when we are now developing exemplar, we have put the file in drive and we have given everyone. The fear. If I put it like people will delete my content, so I don't want it to put. That is where we are having that fear factor which is not enabling collaboration. What will happen after my work if somebody deletes my work? Because everyone will have access, right? So if we give all of you, like last time in Nishta, we were having an activity in level 1 where all the group people have to enter their data, their own data about me. I have to enter the data in one spreadsheet. This one person was typing, another person gone to the same cell and typed and delete the data. This is what was happening. All ICT experts. This fear factor has to reduce. Once it has to reduce, then we have to practice. Is there a way to track who deleted? There are tools which doesn't give, but are there tools which can help you to track? Can you retrieve the previous document? That is all the power of technology. So in that case, when we are going to develop resources, when we talk about digital pedagogy, we need to think about when individual tools should be used, when we will use a group activity tool. So that is how we will start working with the project based learning tools. Are we clear with this 2 to 3
Good afternoon,
pedagogies?
everyone.
Good afternoon. So now we have finished 3 pedagogy. We will continue back again. Tomorrow, all of you are going to record one audio and one video program in the studio. We are, as a group, we will be recording an audio program as well as a video. So we are going to record tomorrow about audio and video, one audio and one video. So it is essential for us to learn how to develop. What is the process of developing audio video programs? So we have with us Professor Indu Kumar ji, who's heading the Department of ICT and Training Division under which this particular program is being conducted. So we welcome Madam on behalf of everyone, and I hand over the session to Ma'am.
So although you won't follow the entire process because of the time constraint, but you will get an idea how what is the process of development of audio and video program. Because time is limited, you have to be given an exposure on how to develop an audio or a video. So that will happen, but in a very hurried manner. But I know you people will come up with some good content in a very short period also because it's our experience and it happens like that every time. लोड हो रहा है, इसकी भी कॉपी कर ये इस तरह के उसके साथ
शिवा उधर ही बैठ।
हाँ इस साइड एक उसको वीडियो वगैरह जब प्ले करना हो
इधर से डाल दो, हम इधर ही डाल देंगे।
हाँ अच्छा इधर रुको यहाँ से आ जाओ
नहीं जा सकते ना।
She is Dr. Prachi. She is a senior academic consultant in the Department of ICT and Training. So she will be helping me out in playing the video. So I will be showing you a lot of digital content, including audio and video, so that you know how this end product is aligned with the story, script and storyboarding, so that you get an idea how a script is culminated into end product. It may be an audio, a video, or an interactive content. So I haven't written here audio video, but script to screen process of developing digital content. When audio and videos are also shared from a digital platform, so they are also digital content. And there are many formats of digital contents which we can develop, and every format requires a script essentially, so that we can base our program on the script. And moreover, it is not similar to the entertainment program that we see, the movies that we see, because there any producer of the program, writer, they can play with their imagination as they want. But for educational content, we cannot take that liberty. In the process of making any educational program interesting, we may end up doing some errors also, conceptual errors also. So, an educational program have to be interesting, engaging, as well as error free. So that is the requirement, and it is not like any other program. So we at CIT, tomorrow you will be meeting our audio video production team, because you will be developing audio and video programs. You will be getting an exposure, but we cannot expect from those producers that they know English, Hindi, science, mathematics, social science. Although a producer may get a program to be produced for any subject. So, developing an educational video or audio program or any digital content, the prime responsibility of making it error free, engaging, and interesting is of an academic person, academician, be it a teacher, be it a teacher educator. So, that need to be taken care of, that need to be understood. So, more responsibility is on us while we develop a script and storyboard for any educational content. Is that okay, or anybody wants to say anything in this matter? Are you convinced with this fact? So, making an educational program is more challenging than making any program for entertainment. So, we have to take care of these three aspects, these pedagogical considerations while developing any educational content. So, learning theories need to be understood, taken care of. Learning objectives, the programs need to be aligned with learning objectives or learning outcomes, which we are having these days for each educational objective. Then, individual differences also need to be taken care of, because in the classes that we teach, every child is not the same. We have individual differences in a class also. And if we talk about entire nation, there is a diversity. So same content, same examples may not suit everywhere. India is a pluralistic society and a diverse society. So geographically we are diverse, and as ethnic groups also we are diverse. We speak many languages. We speak more than 1500 languages and dialects which are there in our country. If we are talking about, for example, I am taking this example for individual differences. If we talk about agricultural practices in India, do we have similar practices all over our country? It is different. In hilly area, eh, agricultural practices are different. In northeastern areas, slash and burn practice still exists. And in northern areas, there are plain areas, there are plateaus, there are hilly regions. So their agricultural practices are different. So if we are talking about a concept which is agriculture, so same example may not suit every child of this nation. If we are talking about landform formations also. Landforms are also different across our nation. So such diversity, such intensity of diversity is not there anywhere in the world. Although they are also diverse, but not this multifarious diversity that they deal with. So we have to take care of individual differences also when we are planning to uh, develop an educational content. Then here we can see the development process. What is the development process of digital content creation? So there are also steps in script development. How to develop a script? Steps in script development and production. So these are the steps in script development and production. So first we need to know our audience, whom we are going to develop this program for, whether our audience are teachers, whether our audience are students. If they are students, which level they stand on, whether they are pre-primary, primary, secondaries, or senior secondary student. If we are making a program for teachers, then also we need to consider whether the teacher is a primary teacher, or he or she teaches at elementary or secondary level. So we need to take that in the account. We need to know our audience. So you might be knowing that when we teach a certain subject, a specific subject. There are concepts in the subjects, and many concepts they run across classes also. Can you give example of any such concept which run across classes? It may be in sixth class. It may also appear in ninth, then tenth.
Light, sound,
Light, sound, yes.
Water,
Photosynthesis,
water,
water, yeah. Then pollution,
environment,
environment, composition of air, yes. Hmm? Physical divisions of India. So, are they appear in the similar manner across all classes? Or we go from easy to difficult?
easy to difficult.
So, we go from easy to difficult. As we progress further, we increase the difficulty level. So, when we are developing digital content, audio program or a video program, we need to understand this. If we are taking this concept for sixth class, so that we need to have content briefs key in where we are going to draw the boundaries. We might be having knowledge of graduation level up to post graduation level. Sometime while writing the script, we just get fascinated with what we know, and we just increase the difficulty level in the script which we may not suit to a class 6 child. So we need to align it with the concept given in the class. We can add some additional value because it should not be the replica or recreation of whatever is given in the textbooks. We need to go beyond textbook also, but it should be for the we should take into consideration the difficulty level as well. Additional देने के लिए we should not move beyond that difficulty level. We should give additional knowledge because everything is not given in the textbook. If we give every explanation in the textbook will become an encyclopedia. So teacher should be an encyclopedia, not the textbook. We need to have that additional knowledge, that extra knowledge, which is required to explain the particular concept in a particular manner suitable to the level of the student, the child we are teaching to. And same principle need to be adhered to when we are developing an script for a program. Then select the theme and topic. Then we need to select the theme and topic on which we are going to develop the program for any class. Then a development of briefs. We need to develop the program briefs to set boundaries. What all we are going to deal with in this particular program. If we don't prepare the content brief, then maybe we are not able to do justice to the script that we are developing. It will go beyond the difficulty level of a child. And then research in the subject. Then we need to do further research in the subject. Because we are not going to replicate what is given in the textbooks. If we do some additional research, we will add maybe some more examples. If, for example, I take agricultural practices example only. If we are teaching this topic to the children in the north, plain areas, not the coastal areas. So we need to give examples of how agriculture is happening in different parts of the world and also in our country. So that research need to be taken care of. Then we will be adding the value to the program that we are developing. We will be giving them more examples, more such practices happening, but the difficulty level will be the same. So it will come from research that we will do. Then a sequence of content. We need to sequence the content also of any concept of any topic. So it should not go haywire. We need to sequence it in a logical framework, we can apply the principles and theories of knowledge. We can go from easy to complex, or from yeah, current to context to the remote context, or from remote to current context. So any such sequencing we can adopt. Then select the presentation format. After that, we need to select the presentation format. What presentation format? What is presentation format? What do you understand by presentation format?
Audio, video,
Hmm. Hmm.
intro,
Animation.
Hmm.
immersive video.
So why this need to be taken care of? Selection of presentation format.
Depends on the chapter or
Hmm.
depends on the
Hmm.
chapter or the theme we have decided.
Hmm.
If it is a science topic or science theme, then it must be in activity included that must be on the separate format.
Is everybody able to hear? Mic है? Mic है? आपके पास आते हैं पहले इनको बंद करो।
Presentation presentation format. Presentation format means different. For example, a PowerPoint presentation, and it depends on the topic we have decided. If you decide that the topic of the chapter from science book, then it must be include an activity. So
The
presentation.
activity can be in social science as well.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
language
I'm just taking an example. So only PPT is not enough for that content. We have to make it interactive or animations. We have to add on. Then the format will change.
English में everybody is comfortable ना?
Yeah,
Thought so.
ठीक। कौन को दे दूँ मैं? ठीक है।
मैम प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर्मेट में अगर बच्चे का लेवल हम देख पा रहे हैं कि अगर बच्चा छोटा है तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग थोड़े अक्षरों को बोल्ड किया जाएगा, इटैलिक कलरफुल किया जाएगा, पिक्चर्स वैसी लगाई जाएंगी। अगर हम थोड़े टीचर्स के लिए या बड़े लोगों के लिए बना रहे हैं तो हम थियरी पार्ट पे ज़्यादा अपना फोकस रखेंगे बजाय ये कि पिक्चर्स, और क्योंकि छोटे बच्चों को देखा जाए एनिमेशंस वगैरह ज़्यादा पसंद आती हैं, और बड़ों की अगर बात की जाए तो हम थोड़ा थ्योरी और प्रैक्टिकल के साथ थोड़ा ज़्यादा चलते हैं। थोड़ी हमारी वीडियोस वैसी होंगी, ऑडियोज वैसा होगा, हम थोड़ा कंटेंट वैसा सिलेक्ट करेंगे जी।
Anybody else want to say anything else? Mike, please.
Namaste, ma'am. Actually, the selection the content format basically depends upon two things: the nature of the students and the nature of the contents. These two things you have to keep in mind. If content is new for me, I also need the picture. Age doesn't matter in that situation. Anything is abstract in my level that need the picturization. It may be you are in a class 1 or it may be in a doctorate level. Anything is new for me that need the picturization. And basically I understood two things I have to keep in mind: nature of the target group, nature of the content. This is from my side.
बढ़िया। और किसी को? क्या नाम है आपका?
Dr. Deepak Kumar Prabhu.
अच्छा, आप कहाँ से?
RI Mysore.
अच्छा, बताइए। बैठ। RI मैसूर में you are teaching there.
Yes, yes.
और किसी को कुछ कहना है? माइक किसके पास है? You want to say something? ठीक है। Yes, all of you have made efforts to put your mind into what presentation format, how we need to decide the presentation format. So you are talking about you and madam, आपका नाम क्या है?
मीनू वाला।
हाँ. So what is inside the script? But before deciding upon the presentation, though you are also right that in the script we need to take care of all these aspects also while producing the program कि उसका font उसके हिसाब से हो, बच्चे के हिसाब से examples जो हम topic in question है उसके हिसाब से we can give examples. But yes, we need to take care of the two aspects which he mentioned, and everything come under that which you people have spoke, that we need to understand the nature of content, and we need to understand our student, understand our audience. We have already spoken about nature of content. By nature, what do you understand by nature of content? इन्होंने nature of content बोला है. Nature of content, concepts or content which is there in the textbooks on which you will base your audio video program. Audio video is format. Audio video is presentation format of the content that we are going to select. Theme और topic जो हम select करने जा रहे हैं, उसका presentation format audio video interactive है. But nature of content क्या? कैसे हम समझेंगे कि content का nature क्या है?
Easy to hard.
Easy to hard भी है. Nature.
Only info.
Content may be informative, some are procedural. Like that we have.
Right. Anything else? When we teach any subject, जैसे आप साइंस का एग्जांपल दे रहे थे ना, तभी मैंने आपसे बोला था कि साइंस में ही एक्टिविटी नहीं, एक्टिविटीज कैन बी इन सोशल साइंस एज वेल. हर सब्जेक्ट में जो नेचर ऑफ कंटेंट है, वी नीड टू आइडेंटिफाई, वी नीड टू डू कंटेंट एनालिसिस टू अंडरस्टैंड द नेचर ऑफ कंटेंट. And we can broadly classify the nature of content in 4 broad categories. So there are factual contents that we deal in any subject. Science may be factual content hota hai. There are factual contents in social science also. So factual is the nature of content, that a content is factual in nature. Then there are conceptual content where we are dealing with some concept. Then there are procedural, which you mentioned, madam. Process, या आपने बताया, किसी ने आप में से बोला है, processes जिसमें बताते हैं. We have procedural content where we talk about certain processes which are happening around us or which are happening within us also. Like digestion is a process, respiration is a process. When our heart pumps blood in our body, it's a process. How our eye see, that is also a process involved into it. How landforms are formed, that is also a process, although it occur in centuries. A fountain takes centuries to be in present form. A plateau takes centuries to be in present form. A valley takes centuries to be in the present form. A river comes in the present form that we see, it also comes that ways in centuries. So these are processes. So procedural content, how many nature we have just discussed? Factual, conceptual, procedural and metacognitive. Conceptual क्या होता है? जैसे earth is spherical, it's a fact, but it's a concept also. If we want to convince by our teaching a student that earth is spherical, then it becomes a concept. We need to explain how earth is spherical. We see it as flat. Do we see it as spherical? We see it as flat. So we need to make a student understand how we are claiming or saying that earth is spherical. So as you rightly mentioned, it needs visualization. So we need to see what is the nature of content and what kind of visualization is required. कंटेंट तो बहुत सारे तरीके का होता है. ऑडियो है, वीडियो है, इंटरैक्टिव है, AR VR कंटेंट है, ऑग्यूमेंटेड रियलिटी एंड वर्चुअल रियलिटी है. तो वो हमें देखना है कि कहाँ 3D विजुअलाइजेशन चाहिए, तो हम AR VR कंटेंट की बात कर सकते हैं. कहाँ पर एक्सप्लेनेशन चाहिए, वहाँ हम वीडियो भी बना सकते हैं. कहाँ पर हमें लिसनिंग को ज्यादा शार्पन करना है, या लिसनिंग से चाइल्ड विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड, सो देन वी नीड टू एन ऑडियो प्रोग्राम. तो ये प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर्मेट हमें सिलेक्ट करना है आफ्टर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द नेचर ऑफ कंटेंट. यहाँ एक एग्जांपल है, so which I give very frequently. There were two teachers who were very fascinated about an AR/VR content that they developed. And what that VR content was, virtual reality content was, there were two children in school uniform sitting on floor with their hands like that, and on their hands two cartoon characters were standing, and they were discussing about English grammar. So, does English grammar need to be taught through virtual reality in that manner?
It's not necessary.
Does it require any 3D visualization for AR VR content to be developed on it? It can best be taught by with chalk and board or with a PPT, probably if we want to um, make it more visually appealing to children. Instead of blackboard, we can use PowerPoint presentation. And why do two cartoon characters are discussing in the class? What will the teacher do then? If those characters are so any content, we also need to be understand the digital content is not to replace a teacher. Teacher need to be to reinvent themselves, need to reinvent their pedagogies. Dr. Angel was talking about digital pedagogies. So we need to understand the appropriate pedagogy where we need to integrate the digital content into our learning plan, and then we have to make our learning more engaging with the content that we have developed. That's it. That is why content analysis it is the most important process of developing any format, to deciding upon the format of the program कि हमें क्या फॉर्मेट रखना है, प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर्मेट क्या रखना है. इंग्लिश ग्रामर के लिए हमें AR/VR नहीं बनाना है. अर्थ इज स्फेरिकल के लिए हमें AR/VR बनाना है. Yeah, to understand the solar system. How many of you have visited planetariums? So many of you have visited planetariums. So planetariums क्या है? They are 3D. They are visualization of the parts of universe. So universe is infinite, so we cannot see the whole universe. It is infinite, but we can see the parts of universe. So there we visualize parts of universe, solar systems, galaxy, other celestial or extra celestial bodies there. So that is suitable for that particular purpose. Yes. So select the presentation format. Selection of presentation format depends upon content analysis. Content analysis and identifying the nature of content and nature of student. Obviously, if we are making the topic Earth for a class 6th student, the difficulty level will be different because we understood our student that we are going to teach this topic or solar system or the universe. What level we are teaching the content at, so that needs to be taken care of. Then devices of holding children's attention. What are the different devices or ways of holding students' attention? So we can add songs, riddles, music, sound effects, fun, humor, pause and rest. बहुत verbose अगर कोई content है तो we need to have pauses, or it's a video lecture, then we need to pause in between. We need to rest rest our voice at a certain point, and then we can proceed on the video lecture, and we can also add the visuals in between a video lecture. Otherwise it will be more boring than a teacher is teaching and only speaking in the class. So it will be more boring than that because they don't have any other option but just to switch off the video. So we need to have 20% of presenters profile or face, and 80% of visual enrichment with the concept that we are teaching. Then interactivity, it needs to be interactive. If we are writing a video lecture also, we just shall not read the chapter or book, but we need to refine it, make it more personalized, address our audience as if we are interacting with our audience. Then involve children. We need to involve our children also. If we can have children in the studio, we can involve children. If we are having any experiment, demonstrating any experiment, then there should be some children also asking questions on what is being happening. Then a teacher is only giving a demonstration of an uh, uh, experiment. And if we are not involving children, then also we can involve them. We can left a question at the end to ponder upon, so that children can learn further beyond the content that they just watched. Then elements of a good script. What are the elements of a good script? It should have an attractive start. Otherwise, children will lose interest in the beginning itself. So we need to have an attractive start so that they feel like watching it further. एंटरटेनमेंट का कंटेंट भी होता है. अगर आपको बिगनिंग ही अच्छी नहीं लगी, इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं लगी, तो आप आगे बढ़ जाते हैं, रिमोट से चेंज कर देते हैं चैनल. तो इसीलिए, और कहीं कहीं आप रुक जाते हैं, रिमोट से आप चैनल चेंज कर रहे हैं, समथिंग इज कमिंग, सो यू जस्ट गिव अ पॉज टू योर हैंड एंड वॉच द कंटेंट. और अगर शुरू में ही कोई चीज इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं है तो हम उसको नहीं देखेंगे. तो इट शुड हैव एन अट्रैक्टिव स्टार्ट. Then clarity of concept. Concept should be explained in with clarity. Then objective based content. Content should be aligned with learning outcomes and the objectives. Then known to unknown approach should be adopted. Then interactivity should be there. Language should be simple. We should not use very tough language. It should be simple. Then smooth transition from one point to another point. The transition should be smooth. Abrupt ending in between नहीं होनी चाहिए कि एक कॉन्सेप्ट से हम जंप कर रहे हैं दूसरे कॉन्सेप्ट पे. स्मूथली हमें ट्रांजेक्शन करना चाहिए उसमें. Then component of humor and fun should also be there wherever there is a scope of having fun and humor. Then reinforcement with variety of linkages. We should link the concept in question with the variety of other concepts. Where we can also have interdisciplinary approach we can adopt, because interdisciplinarity is uh, can be identified. If you want to make the concept more clear, you should give some interdisciplinary एग्जाम्पल्स ऑल्सो. जैसे हिस्ट्री में कार्बन डेटिंग के बारे में आपने सुना होगा, बट कार्बन डेटिंग क्या है? इट्स केमिस्ट्री, इट्स साइंस. सो दैट शुड हैपन. Reinforcement with variety of linkages. Then smooth close down. Close down should also be very smooth. It should not be abrupt. If it's a series, then we should culminate it, and then we should leave the dice or program or close the video with what we are going to learn in the next episode of the series. So that is how the closure should be there. Then storyboard का एक और terminology है when we talk about developing audio video program. तो storyboard क्या है? Storyboard scene by scene depiction है. It's a scene by scene depiction of any program that we are planning to do. तो इसमें आप देखेंगे there is a template. तो इस टेम्पलेट, क्योंकि अभी मैंने आपको बताया था प्रोड्यूसर से हम एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर सकते कि प्रोड्यूसर माइट बी नोइंग science, social science, geography, commerce. So if we give a storyboard to the producer, he or she will know scene by scene depiction उसको क्या करना है end product में, end program में. So that is why, और कहीं पे हमें चाहिए long shot जहां हमें दूर से हम देख रहे हैं किसी phenomena को, कहीं पे we require a close up. तो वो हमें स्टोरी बोर्ड में लिखना होता है कि कहाँ पर क्लोजअप चाहिए, क्या हमें एक्सप्रेशन चाहिए. नहीं तो हमारे इट्स अ टीम वर्क. अ वीडियो प्रोग्राम इज नॉट ओनली द प्रेजेंटर और अ पर्सन हु हैज रिटन द स्क्रिप्ट. आफ्टर दैट आल्सो a lot of people with different expertise are required. कहीं हमें जैसे हम वीडियो लेक्चर ही दे रहे हैं, we need to embed, integrate graphics into it. कोई साइंस का ही कॉन्सेप्ट है जिसमें हम बता रहे हैं कि वो केमिकल अगर हम ऐड करते हैं तो वो ऐसा बन जाता है, ये कलर हो जाता है. तो कई बार जो हमारे ग्राफिक आर्टिस्ट हैं उनको और नहीं सब्जेक्ट का पता होता है, तो उनको लगता है ये कलर कंट्रास्ट अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, इसको मैं रेड बना देता हूँ, हालांकि हमें ब्लू चाहिए होता है वहां पर. तो वो तो हमने बिल्कुल ही कॉन्सेप्ट को गलत कर दिया, कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग कर दिया. और ऐसा हुआ है हमारे यहाँ. दैट इज व्हाई आई एम गिविंग दिस एग्जांपल कि आपने इसको ब्लू से रेड क्यों कर दिया. तो ही सेड कि कंट्रास्ट, वो अपना नॉलेज अप्लाई कर रहा है, ऐसा नहीं कि इज नॉट अप्लाइंग हिज और हर नॉलेज. उसको कंट्रास्ट नहीं अच्छा लगा वो, तो उसको लगा कि बैकग्राउंड के साथ ये ब्लू की जगह रेड कॉन्ट्रास्ट ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है, तो इसको रेड बना देता हूँ केमिकल को. तो ये हमें वहां जब स्टोरी बोर्ड अगर होगा और उसमें हम क्लियरली लिखेंगे कि हमें कहां पर क्या चाहिए. हिंदी, इफ आई एम स्विचिंग इन बिटवीन इन हिंदी, इज इट ओके फॉर यू ऑल? थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी तो सब समझते हैं ना, ठीक है. तो दैट इज व्हाई स्टोरी बोर्ड इज आल्सो रिक्वायर्ड. ये इसमें टेम्पलेट था स्टोरी बोर्ड का. फिर ये एक ऑडियो स्टोरी बोर्ड का भी एग्जांपल है. ऑडियो स्टोरी बोर्ड क्यों चाहिए? उसमें तो कोई सीन डिपिक्शन नहीं होता है.
Sound effects and all they have to give. Sound
हाँ,
effects and all that.
या साउंड इफेक्ट होना चाहिए. और वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन की हमें कैसा वॉइस चाहिए, मेल वॉइस चाहिए तो कैसा चाहिए, हैवी चाहिए या कैसा चाहिए. चाइल्ड का चाहिए तो हमें वहाँ चाइल्ड का वॉइस चाहिए.
They have to give a pause in between. If you
हाँ.
are giving any instruction
Any
for the
pause.
children to do, they have to give a
हाँ,
pause there.
उधर से कोई कुछ बता देंगे.
एज
ओल्ड एज, हाँ, ओल्ड वॉइस चाहिए तो हमें वैसा वॉइस चाहिए होगा. इसके अलावा इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट में, हाँ बताइए, व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द एनवायरनमेंट, हाँ वो चाहिए. तभी हमें पता चलेगा इफ इट्स अ वॉर सीन, तो बैकग्राउंड जो साउंड है वो वॉर का आना चाहिए उसमें.
बैकग्राउंड इफेक्ट.
केवल हम बोल नहीं सकते कि वॉर इज हैपनिंग, बट वो वॉर वाला साउंड इफेक्ट होना चाहिए. एंड इन इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट, if we are talking about a certain context, in certain geographical context, the program is situated in a particular geographical context, तो हमारा background music उस context का होना चाहिए. किसी सदर्न टेम्पल के हम फीचर्स बता रहे हैं तो हम उसमें वेस्टर्न जैज नहीं डाल सकते, तो उसमें तो हमें साउथ इंडिया का ही जो इंस्ट्रूमेंटल म्यूजिक है उसी से एम्बियंस बनेगा. So how to create that ambience? वो ambience हमारा उस म्यूजिक से ही बनेगा. अगर हिली एरिया में तो हिल का अपना एक म्यूजिक होता है, रेन का अपना एक म्यूजिक है, तो वो म्यूजिक ही हमें उसमें डालना पड़ेगा. अगर कोई चीज वेस्टर्न कॉन्टेक्स्ट में सिचुएटेड है, जैसे एक बार हम लोग मैडम भीका जी कामा के ऊपर एक स्क्रिप्ट डेवलप कर रहे थे एंड शी मूव्ड टू फ्रांस, तो वहां पर वो म्यूजिक डालने से वो एक ट्रांजिशन की भी जो हम बात कर रहे थे वो स्मूथ होता है कि नाउ शी इज मूविंग समवेयर एल्स, जर्मनी शी वाज मूविंग. तो वो वाला म्यूजिक फिर हमें वहां लाना पड़ेगा. तो इसीलिए ऑडियो स्टोरी बोर्ड भी जरूरी है हमारे लिए. सो नीड ऑफ स्टोरी बोर्ड की हम बात कर ही चुके हैं, तो आई विल स्किप दिस स्लाइड. तो अब हमें क्या चाहिए एक प्रोग्राम बनाने के लिए? वी नीड सोर्स ऑफ मूविंग इमेजेस. क्या सोर्स है? OER पे आप लोगों का सेशन हो चुका है, OER पे हो गया है ना. तो ये भी हमें ध्यान रखना है कि हम कोई प्रोप्राइटरी इमेज कहीं से नहीं उठा लें, प्रोप्राइटरी कंटेंट नहीं उठा लें. देन मीन्स टू इंपोर्टिंग देम इनटू अ पीसी. जो भी हमने इमेज है उसको हम इंपोर्ट करेंगे, जो भी हमने कलेक्ट किया है, रिसर्च किया है. Then we need to have a software to optimize each clip and string the clips together. अगर हम अपने कोई सॉफ्टवेयर यूज करके उसका एडिटिंग कर रहे हैं या प्रोग्राम बना रहे हैं, नहीं तो एडिटर आर डिफरेंट. They put all the research done together, all the images and clips collected together and create a video program. Then means of exporting the resulting masterpiece. So then we need to export it and from the software and put it in any repository that we want to put it in. So here are some camera shots: wide shot, long shot, mid shot or medium shot. इसमें wide कौन सा है? Which one is the wide? First one. Long, middle one, and mid shot, the girl. So these are some of the close-ups, examples of close-ups: medium close-up, big close-up, and extreme close-up. Which one is extreme close-up? The boy crying. Big close-up, two boys. A close-up, ball, and medium close-up, the girl sitting on the table. So these are some other camera angles. Storyboard may we have to write things. So we need to understand these camera angles and shots also. Top angle. Which one is the top angle? The girl. Then POV, point of view. POV angle is point of view. Over the shoulder. Over the shoulder यहाँ दिया नहीं हुआ है. The picture is not there. POV is there. Yes, moving vehicle is POV, point of view. वो ऐसा एंगल होता है जिसमें we feel as if we are part of that shot. आपने मूवीज में भी देखा होगा कि अगर बहुत कार बहुत स्पीड से चल रही है, तेज चल रही है, you also feel like as if you are part of the scene. And sometimes you are so engrossed with the view कि ये कहीं एक्सीडेंट तो नहीं हो जाएगा, इतना फास्ट चल रहा है. Is it going to bang into a tree or onto some other vehicle? तो यहाँ पर जो कार का ड्राइवर भी नहीं दिख रहा है, बोनट दिख रहा है और कार आगे जा रही है, तो वो एंगल लिया गया है स्पीड दिखाने के लिए. यू फील दैट स्पीड व्हाइल वॉचिंग इट. देन डच एंगल, जो नीचे वाला है वो डच एंगल है जिसमें कैमरा थोड़ा सा टिल्ट करके ये लिया गया है. ये ज्यादातर जो हॉरर सीन्स होते हैं, हॉरर सीन्स में डच एंगल का प्रयोग किया जाता है टू क्रिएट एम्बियंस ऑफ दैट हॉरर एलिमेंट. बर्ड्स आई व्यू में बिल्कुल नॉट टॉप एंगल, वो टॉप एंगल है, लेकिन बर्ड्स आई व्यू में ड्रोन से लेते हैं कैमरा, जिसमें हमें बर्ड्स आई व्यू मिलता है 360 डिग्री टॉप से हमें उसका व्यू मिल जाता है. So these are some of the do's and don'ts of filming. हमें पहले से ही रिकॉर्डिंग शुरू कर लेना चाहिए. जैसे कोई वीडियो लेक्चर ही हम इफ वी आर शूटिंग अ वीडियो लेक्चर, तो उसमें पहले कुछ हम अगर पैनल डिस्कशन हो रहा है, वी कैन टेक सम नोट्स. अगर बीच में नॉड नहीं किया है किसी ने, पैनल डिस्कशन चल रहा है, तो वो नॉडिंग सीन हम इंसर्ट कर सकते हैं व्हाइल एडिटिंग. वो बाद में भी हम कर सकते हैं. और स्टिल शॉट्स भी हम ले सकते हैं जहां जहां हमें उसमें इंटीग्रेट करने की जरूरत है कोई स्टिल शॉट्स को. फिर बहुत ज्यादा जूम हमें अवॉइड करना चाहिए क्योंकि उससे जर्की लगता है, जहाँ जूमिंग की रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है बहुत क्लोज से हमें शॉट लेने की जरूरत नहीं है, जहाँ रिक्वायर नहीं है। और अगर जूम कर भी रहे हैं तो जर्की नहीं होना चाहिए, फिर वो जूम हमारा स्मूथ होना चाहिए। फास्ट पैनिंग होता है जब हम कैमरा पैन करते हैं, एक इस पूरे रूम का हमें व्यू लेना है तो हम यहाँ से कैमरा घुमा के लेते हैं, तो इट्स कॉल्ड पैनिंग, पैन कर रहे हैं कैमरा को। तो वो भी स्टैटिक व्यू का जब जब हम पैन कर रहे हैं कैमरा को, तो उसमें भी हमें बहुत स्मूथ करना चाहिए, नहीं तो बहुत जर्की लगेगा वो। तो ये वैसे आप लोगों के लिए नहीं है, आपको तो चाहिए कि हमें एक पूरे कमरे का व्यू चाहिए, तो कैमरा कैसे पैन करना है वो कैमरा पर्सन को पता है, लेकिन हमें समझना चाहिए उसके बाद भी। सो ये प्रेजेंटेशन के बारे में था। सो इट वाज ऑल अबाउट द प्रेजेंटेशन। नाउ आई विल बी शोइंग यू सम video programs which are aligned to a script and then a storyboard. भैया और क्या क्या है, क्या प्रोग्राम ब्रीफ्स पहले दिखा देते हैं। ये एक प्रोग्राम ब्रीफ है जिसमें एक नक्शे के ऊपर द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ मैप्स, नक्शों की क्या जरूरत होती है हमें, उसके ऊपर एक कविता, नक्शे में संसार नाम का। तो ये इसमें टाइटल ऑफ द प्रोग्राम है, सब टाइटल कुछ नहीं है इसमें, सीरीज है, कोई सीरीज का पार्ट ये नहीं है। थीम इसमें क्या क्या हमने कवर करी है, मैपिंग माय नेबरहुड, ये किताब की थीम ये से अलाइन होता है। कॉन्टेक्ट विद डिस्टेंट लैंड, then maps, essential components of map, distance, directions and symbols, where, when and how, ये हमें मैप ही बताते हैं, where, when and how। सब टाइटल इसमें नहीं है, सब्जेक्ट ज्योग्राफी एंड हिस्ट्री है, लैंग्वेज हिंदी है, क्लास है प्राइमरी एंड अपर प्राइमरी, एज ग्रुप 8 to 13, टारगेट ऑडियंस स्टूडेंट्स एंड टीचर्स, प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर्मेट सॉन्ग एंड रेसिटेशन। देन ये सारे फॉर्मेट्स नीचे लिखे जिसमें से हमने सॉन्ग्स एंड रेसिटेशन लिया है। ऑब्जेक्टिव इसका क्या है, आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू द सॉन्ग रेसिटेशन the target audience will be able to explain how map reflect the world we live in। इसको ध्यान से सुनिए, फिर पोएम सुनने से आपको पता चलेगा how briefs are aligned with the poem। Then recognize the uses of maps in geography and history, trigger special thinking to understand uses of map, comprehend the phenomena related to time and space, ये ऑब्जेक्टिव है। कंटेंट कवरेज इसमें क्या क्या हो रहा है वो हमने इसमें लिया है, या the script covers the idea of uses of map in geography and history to understand the world in time and space, ये कंटेंट कवरेज है। प्रोडक्शन टिप्स हम इसमें क्या दे रहे हैं, रिसाइटेशन इन मेल वॉइस हम कह रहे हैं, with appropriate expression and sound effects, song with appropriate music and sound effects for creating an ambience of time, space and event mentioned in the script, वो हमें ambience के लिए चाहिए। ठीक है, अब हम देखते हैं कि ये पोएम क्या है, नक्शे में संसार।
मानचित्र में दुनिया, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं, पहाड़, पठार, मैदान, समुद्र और खाड़ी तक ले जाते हैं, जग की सैर कराते हैं, जग की सैर कराते हैं, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं। किस पर्वत से नदी निकलकर किस सागर से मिलती है, रेगिस्तानी रेत कहां पर मृग तृष्णा से चलती है। कहां पड़ती है शीत बड़ी और कहां घनेरे जंगल हैं। कहां समुद्र है शांत संत सा, कहां पे लहरें चंचल हैं। कहां चलती हैं गर्म हवाएं, कहां पे पल पल रिमझिम है, कहां वो सपनीले टापू हैं, कहां पे गहरी झीलें हैं। नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं। पुरु चला था किस धरती पर, समुद्रगुप्त ने क्या जीता था। कहां क्रांतियां हुई विश्व में, कहां वीरों का खून गिरा था, कहां वीरों का खून गिरा था। नक्शे ही दिखलाते हैं, घर बैठे ही कहां कहां की बातें हमें बताते हैं। क्या क्या नहीं सिखाते हैं, क्या क्या नहीं सिखाते हैं। नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं, नक्शे हमें घुमाते हैं।
So, was it aligned with the concept brief and the objectives and the contents that we spoke about? Maps are something which students feel very dry concept to be introduced to. So, if we start or make them listen this poem, maybe they understand the value of maps, what maps are all about, and what we learn through maps by actually visiting the places and being part of the event which happened in history in the past. Okay, now we will watch a video which is about invention of wheel. It is also in Hindi, but subtitling is also there.
एक दिन मानव ने ढलान पर देखा एक लड़कता लड़का। एक दिन मानव ने ढलान पर देखा एक लड़कता लड़का।
इसको ढोडो धक्का, मैं तो इसको ढोडो धक्का, पर यह तो खुद भी चल सकता। गोल 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 गोल। बांध इन्हें घर में लुढ़काऊं, रख इन पर भारी सामान। हाँ, पल में काम मेरा हो जाए, पल में काम मेरा हो जाए, मेहनत भी मेरी बच जाए। हाँ, गोल 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 गोल। फिर उसने कुछ और भी आंका, लट्ठे को टुकड़ों में काटा। हाँ, एक धुरी से दो को बांधा, एक धुरी से दो को बांधा, धीरे धीरे किया सुधार। हाँ, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार, यूं हो गया पहिया तैयार। गोल 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 गोल। पहिया।
अब हम इसका स्क्रिप्ट देखते हैं। सो इसमें हम 2 कॉलम या 3 कॉलम बना सकते हैं। फर्स्ट कॉलम में हम सीन बाय सीन का फर्स्ट सीन, सेकंड सीन ये दे सकते हैं। सेकंड में हम ऑडियो एंड म्यूजिक, व्हाट ऑडियो एंड म्यूजिक इज रिक्वायर्ड, एंड थर्ड कॉलम में हम विजुअल्स, व्हाट आर द विजुअल्स दैट आर डिजायरेबल. Then background music symbolic to speed. Was it there in the video animation? Background music symbolic to speed. उसके बाद नीचे visuals जो आ रहे हैं वो हैं with the notes of music floating out of a flute comes the title invention of wheel. Close up of aeroplane wheel. Then aeroplane flying. Close up of the tire of car. Car running on road, a child running on skates, a man riding a bike, then round sun rising in the sky, rotating earth, round words rotating, rolling in a cyclical manner. So this was there in the scene, first scene. Then come the lyrics. एक दिन मानव ने ढलान पर देखा एक लुढ़कता लट्ठा. Once a human on a downhill saw a rolling log. तो यहाँ विजुअल क्या चाहिए हमें? प्री हिस्टोरिक इन्वायरमेंट, a log rolling on a downhill and a prehistoric man watching it with curiosity. Then again roll, various round shapes. इसमें घड़ी है और बहुत सारे राउंड शेप्स इसमें दिखाए गए हैं. Then lyrics rolled and tumbled down. गोल गोल लुढ़का ढलान पर पहुंचा नीचे फैले मैदान पर. Prehistoric environment, a log comes rolling from a downhill and reaches a field, rolls, hits a tree and rolls further. Its speed slows down after hitting the tree and it stops. तो इसी तरह से ये पूरे स्क्रिप्ट में what music and sounds are there and what visual depictions are required. It is written in 2 columns. So if we give this script first for audio recording to a person, so the audio recording will be done, and when a video is developed by an animator, so he will take care of what is given to him in the script so that it can be depicted in the similar manner. अब हम इसका story board देखते हैं. ये सीन बाय सीन डिपिक्शन है. जो व्हील वाला है वो क्या, ये तीनों फर्स्ट रो में जो दिए गए कौन सा क्लोजअप है? क्लोजअप है, व्हील इज क्लोजअप.
Second one.
हाँ, और जो एरोप्लेन वाला है मिडिल क्लोजअप. और जो पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एंगल भी है, देखिए इसमें सारे एंगल्स भी हैं. जो कार है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट नेक्स्ट सीन हम देख सकते हैं. हाउ वी सीन बाय सीन डिपिक्ट. तो इससे पता चल जाएगा एनिमेटर को कि कहाँ उसको कैसे विजुअल लेने हैं, कहाँ क्लोजअप, कहाँ एक्सट्रीम क्लोजअप भी है इसमें. दिखाओ ये एक्सट्रीम क्लोजअप. ये जो आईज है एक्सट्रीम क्लोजअप है.
The eyes.
हाँ. So that is how we need to align script, storyboard and a product. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्या है? अभी वीडियो लेक्चर में आई टोल्ड यू दैट 20% प्रेजेंटर शुड बी देयर एंड 80% शुड बी विजुअलाइजेशन. तो एक हम वीडियो लेक्चर का स्क्रिप्ट देखते हैं. ये क्लास 3 के ईवीएस पे पुरानी जो किताब है उस पर है, क्योंकि अभी नई किताबों पर बन रहे हैं प्रोग्राम. थोड़ा इसको कर लो. इसमें भी एक साइड ऑडियो है, दूसरे साइड में वीडियो क्या आएगा, विजुअल क्या आएगा. तो पहला पैराग्राफ इज बीइंग स्पोकन बाय प्रेजेंटर. हेलो व्यूअर्स. ठीक है. तो हमें पता होगा इसमें क्या होता है. वीडियो लेक्चर में पूरा लेक्चर एक बार में हम रिकॉर्ड कर लेते हैं विद प्रेजेंटर. लेकिन बाद में बेस्ड ऑन दी स्क्रिप्ट जब एडिटर एडिटिंग करता है तो वो प्रेजेंटर का जहां तक है देख के कि यहां तक प्रेजेंटर को दिखाना है, बाद में जो विजुअल्स हैं उनको ऐड कर देते हैं. तो ये प्रेजेंटर है. उसके बाद कुछ पॉइंट्स है जो हमें हाईलाइट कर रहे हैं. तो ऑन स्क्रीन कैप्शंस आना चाहिए, वो हम विजुअल में लिखेंगे. वहां विजुअल में क्या है, टेक्स्ट है, बुलेट पॉइंट्स. और ऑडियो में भी वही है, क्योंकि वो प्रेजेंटर बोल रहा है. तो ऑडियो में तो पूरा लेक्चर आएगा बिकॉज प्रेजेंटर इज स्पीकिंग एवरीथिंग. और विजुअल में कहाँ कहाँ हमें वेरिएशन लाना है, दैट वी नीड टू राइट. फिर प्रेजेंटर है थोड़ी टाइम के लिए. उसके बाद अगेन ऑन स्क्रीन कैप्शंस आने 1 2 3 4 बिकॉज दीज पॉइंट्स नीड टू बी हाईलाइटेड. इसके बाद ये शेयर कर लेंगे आपके साथ स्क्रिप्ट और ये सारा चीज शेयर कर लेंगे. फिर यहाँ पर हमें एक माइंड मैप दिखाना है. वो माइंड मैप लिखा है प्रेजेंटर और फिर माइंड मैप, फिर प्रेजेंटर है, फिर रेलेवेंट विजुअल्स लिखा है इसमें जो उसमें डिपिक्टेड है. कहाँ हमें पॉज देना है. ठीक है. तो ये एक वीडियो लेक्चर की स्क्रिप्ट है जिसमें प्रेजेंटर एंड विजुअल्स का कॉम्बो हमें विजुअल्स में वी हैव टू राइट. और क्या है, इंटरैक्टिव कंटेंट का भी एक स्क्रिप्ट दिखाते. पहले वो दिखा दो इसका, या ठीक है पहले स्क्रिप्ट देख लेते हैं. ये टॉपिक है क्लासिफिकेशन. ठीक है. इसमें डिस्क्रिप्शन क्या दिया है. फ्रूट्स ऑफ डिफरेंट कलर्स आर डिस्प्लेड ऑन द स्क्रीन. चाइल्ड हैज टू क्लासिफाई द फ्रूट्स ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ कलर और शेप्स. तो यहाँ हमने जो प्रोग्राम बनाया है या इंटरैक्टिव कंटेंट है उसमें कलर लिया है. मीडियम इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी बोथ कैन बी कैप्ड, और मैथ्स है सब्जेक्ट लेवल क्लास 1 के लिए है. Audience, different stakeholders of education, teachers, students, parents. Then educational use to develop the understanding of classification on the basis of color. Then interactive है ये content. Source है self generated NTCIT में generate हुआ है. अब ये उसका हमने एक कैसे distort होगा. अच्छा कौन सा इसको resize करो. तो वहाँ पे टॉय फेयर पर ठीक है. ये इसका स्टोरी बोर्ड जो है थोड़ा डिस्टॉर्ट व्यू आ रहा है इसमें. आई डोंट नो व्हाई. इसमें 4 बास्केट्स हैं एंड देन फ्रूट्स ऑफ 4 कलर्स आर देयर. इसमें इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया हुआ है फॉर यूजर. टेक्स्ट एंड ऑडियो. टेक्स्ट भी आएगा इसमें, ऑडियो भी आएगा, क्योंकि क्लास 1 के लिए वो बहुत वर्बोस इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ नहीं पाएंगे, तो ऑडियो इंस्ट्रक्शंस आर आल्सो देयर. उसको भी हमने इसमें रिकमेंड किया है. और क्या आएगा ऑडियो. लेट अस ट्राई एंड पुट कैन वी पुट देम इन 4 baskets. ऑब्जर्व द फ्रूट्स. कैन वी पुट देम इन 4 baskets ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर कलर्स. ये ऑडियो आएगा. डेवलपर के लिए हमने जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया है कि हमें the user drags fruits of one color in one basket, then fruit of another color cannot be placed on the same basket, क्योंकि हमें क्लासिफाई करना on the basis of color. Give positive reinforcement, good with the clapping for proper grouping and encourage for improper placement. सारे इंस्ट्रक्शन उसमें फॉलो नहीं है, बट the end product you can see.
Observe the fruits. Can we put them in 4 baskets on the basis of their color? Let us try and put them into 4 groups. Drag fruits to the basket to form the 4 groups.
This is a screencast video, otherwise we need to drag the fruit with the cursor. If we put grey fruit in green basket, it will bounce back. We can retry also, and we can get feedback also. How many right we have done. Toy paper. और
They're saying involving children in the development stage. So in this script,
development stage, I have said that we should involve children in the development stage. I never said that.
the slide it was
Hmm?
in the presentation.
No, not in the development stage. Involve children with the content. Content should be engaging. We need to engage children with the content that we are developing. It should be such. Abhi, during the process, we involve children. Once the script is written, it is field tested with the children. whether it is suitable for the difficulty level. If program बन भी जाता है, then also it is field tested with the students. That is how students are involved. But in my presentation, but you raised this point, we should involve children in the development process also, which is done. फिर अगर it is beyond the difficulty level, then it is edited. You don't go like that without editing. ये यहाँ सेम है, ये हम करा के करके
Observe the fruits. Can we put them in 4 baskets on the basis of their color? Let us try and put them into 4 groups.
इसमें ये हम कर रहे हैं.
Drag fruits to the basket to
वो तो
form the
screen
4
cast video
groups.
था, but now we are interacting with it. ये ascending descending order वाला ascending order है. इसके बाद क्या आएगा? 45. I think you have understood the purpose of this presentation. If you have any question, we have 5 more minutes. You can ask question. Any questions? हाँ PPT आप दे रहे हो ना? सुनो. PPT आप देते हो?
Yes, ma'am. In the LMS we used to upload.
अच्छा. अपलोड करेंगे ड्राइव पर. ठीक है. आपके साथ शेयर होएगा. उसमें वो कल जो करेंगे हैंडल ये सेशन में बताएंगे आपको.
Angel ma'am will orient.
हाँ, वो आपको ओरिएंट कर दिया जाएगा. आज ही या तो शाम को, नहीं तो कल मॉर्निंग. कल फर्स्ट सेशन है. Is it the first session tomorrow?
No.
Audio video? Yeah, in the afternoon. Okay. Instructions तो दे दी जाएगी. कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी का?
These symbols and this digital only are the circumscribed or even manual. So playway method are like that using the children playlets like that. Live videos also will be produced. That means
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
I also have an idea. Actually, you have illustrated the videos which are connecting with the pictures and animation like that. So, can we do with the children with live videos like that? So, play dances. Like that,
Yes. You mean to say if we can involve children?
Involve children.
Yes. We can involve if there is a demand of a script where we require students also. So we can also involve
Need some
students.
technical support, like that.
So for tomorrow you are asking.
Yes.
That I don't know.
No, here you have illustrated some videos. That is why
Animation.
So calling the children to pick
Yes. We call the children. जब हम audio recording, if we do audio recording, then children are called to give voices. If a child voice is required, and if video also demand involvement of children, then children are involved in the video also. But they act.
Okay.
Sometimes we involve professional actors also. Professional जो map wala poem you might have heard. So that is a professional voice. which recorded that video. So we have professional in our panel. They record. Children also record. We can involve children.
I also make some videos. I made some videos involving children and doing some activities like that.
That can be done.
Thank you.
Okay, there are no more questions.
Are there any ethical constraints involving children, ma'am? In generally in Western countries, they won't allow.
We take consent from parents. We take consent from parents. They sign the form and then children are involved. Not that we just pick up children and involve.
In mostly from Western countries, we watch the videos. They'll blur the faces of the children. Where
not in all the programs.
In few programs.
We have to take consent. If we picked up image from somewhere, then we need to blur the face. If it's of a real character and we have picked up, and we cannot take consent, we don't know whose picture it is, then we need to blur it. But the then it loses the impact if we do like that. So best is to take consent from the parents, get the document signed, and then involve, not without the consent. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for patient hearing.